friends, this is the Cryptonian. Welcome back to my channel. We're talking about not Bitcoin today, but I'm going to introduce you to two coins that have a lot of potential. The focus generally has been on Bitcoin and a few select coins like Solana and some other altcoins that have really outperformed the market. But what I'd like to introduce you to are a couple of coins that have not really run yet, and when Bitcoin finishes running and goes into some type of corrective phase, the altcoins should catch up. Now, generally what happens is Bitcoin runs first, Ethereum runs second, and then you have the altcoins that run, the large caps, the medium caps, and then the small caps in that order. Now, there always are some projects that get more attention than others, and they run hard, and they run ahead. But if you're still on the sidelines, if you're thinking you've missed everything, if you're interested in crypto, there are two projects that I'd like to tell you about today that could potentially give a lot of gains. The first project here is Madic. Now, when we take a look at Madic on the weekly, we can see that Madic really hasn't run hard like all the other projects. Now, we did have a pump that was about 80%, 90%, but then it's come down, so now it's only about 60%. And it's holding this line so far. It's holding this, it's wanting to bounce here at this 0.76 cents area. Now, that being said, when we take a look at the weekly, well, first of all, let's take a look at Bitcoin. When we take a look at Bitcoin on the weekly, we can see that Bitcoin has run all the way between the 0.5 and the 0.6 Fibonacci retracement zone. And in a rally, that's typically what happens, and then you have some kind of a pullback, and then you continue the bull market. Now, we're just getting started in the bull market, and 2024 and 2025 really is the time when the market's going to be heating up. So in preparation for that, I think, there are two coins that offer a lot of value with less risk. One is Madic. You can see here that this is where the 0.5 and 0.6 Fibonacci retracement is. We are nowhere near that right now. Madic is a good project. It's a solid project. Madic usually runs with Ethereum. Ethereum hasn't run yet because, of course, Bitcoin is taking all the attention away. Ethereum is starting to run now. And so we can see that Ethereum has broken above this 2028 level and this 2123 level that I have marked off here. I've made videos about Ethereum in the past, and now we're in the second week of this breakout here. Now, Ethereum has all the way to about the target's about 3,135 if you're looking at this pattern breakout here. So it has a long way to go. And when you take a look at the retracement here, let's take a look here at the retracement. So we're only at the 0.382 with Ethereum. Ethereum is slowly responding, slowly creeping up because Bitcoin now is at the 0.618. So Ethereum has about 40% more to go to the 618, about $3,200. That said, when we look at Madic, when we measure Madic's move, if Madic makes it only maybe to the 0.5 fib, that's 102% from where it is now. If it actually makes it to the 0.6 fib like Bitcoin and Ethereum, that's 140%. increase. With leverage, 2x leverage, that's more than 200%. 3x leverage, more than 300%. So you can see that there's a lot of potential here. And also, we need to think about the other scenario as well. If Bitcoin has a nasty correction here, if Bitcoin starts to sell off, then Ethereum most likely is going to start coming back down here to this level, to the breakout point. And of course, Madic will probably come down a little bit, but Madic hasn't been pumping as much as the others, so Madic doesn't have as far to correct. And of course, after the correction and we get into 2024, it's just going to regain that once again. So dollar cost averaging into Madic on a pullback or on a correction would probably set you up for good profits for 2024. Now, that being said, let's take a look at Madic. Let's take a look at the structure here. Madic has a double bottom with a higher second bottom. This is a bullish structure. This is what's called a double bottom, and that's bullish. Madic also has a green signal triangle. This green signal triangle is the beginning of an uptrend, okay? And if you've been watching my channel, you've seen this before. I've mentioned this before as far as confirmation signals with the green triangles and such. Everything looks good here. RSI 56. 56 is just starting to get strong. So on the weekly, we could see this run quite a ways. Price cycle 71, bullish. EMA trend, now bullish. Accumulation. And we're in expansion and rising on the weekly. So everything looks good right now on the weekly chart. Are there going to be fluctuations? Yes, price will fluctuate. But I think Madic is actually, a good choice and potentially could give a lot of profits either now or not now, but, from now to the end of the year and possibly even after 2024. Now, when we take a look at this guy from Bloomberg, he's pretty up to date on his ETF, on his ETF information. When we're looking at January 5th to January 10th as the approval, there's still a little bit more time to go. There's about 5 weeks. So if Bitcoin has a correction after, if this is a buy the rumor, sell the news event, then after the approval, you're going to see some type of a correction here. Okay. But that's not for 5 more weeks, like this gentleman is saying, James Safar. If we have until January 10th or January 5th, then Madic still has some time to run, especially if Bitcoin doesn't have a major correction. If Bitcoin just goes sideways a bit, because remember, all of the Bitcoin that everyone's buying these for ETFs, they're not buying them to sell them. They're buying them to hold in escrow. Like, it's kind of like an escrow for the ETF fund. They can't sell them. They have to have real Bitcoin in order to offer the ETF shares. So that being said, Madic could be exploding with the altcoins not long from now. That is the first coin that I'd like to explain, or share with you. I think Madic has a lot of potential. Now, the second coin that I'd like to share is ADA. You can see ADA is starting to get moving, and we already have, as with, let me move this up a little bit here for you. As with Madic, we have this green triangle, and we have a double bottom here. We have a trend reversal confirmation, the green triangle, and you can see a little bit of a green cloud just starting. So if you look at ADA, Cardano, it has a strong community. And listen, it's number 9 on the list. Number 9. It's a major project. And there's a lot of community that is behind Cardano and Charles Hoskinson. So that being said, I think Cardano could definitely put in some serious gains. When we take a look at where Cardano is compared to its Fibonacci levels, just getting back to the 0.338 Fibonacci is 200%. That's huge. Again, Cardano really hasn't run yet. And when the altcoins run, when the altcoin market runs hard, when it's their turn, when the rotation moves from Bitcoin into the altcoins, you're going to see Cardano, I think, will do quite well. Cardano then, if it runs to the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement, that's 268%. And that's going to be $1.58 for Cardano. So that's the potential of Cardano. There's a lot of profit potential there. And, you know, like I said, we do have the same signals here with the confirmation a few weeks ago of the trend change. RSI is 70, getting strong. And we have the EMA trend, which is bullish on the weekly accumulation and expansion, and it's rising, the volatility. So again, if Bitcoin has a serious correction, the entire market will correct. But there's less risk in ADA, there's less risk in Madic. So I think they have a lot of potential. So anyway, I don't want to make the video too long. So I just wanted to introduce you to those two coins. If you're not familiar with the market yet, or if you think the market has moved on and left you behind, there are options for you. Again, this is not investment advice. I'm just sharing with you my opinion and my analysis of the charts. But I do hold some ADA and I do hold some Madic. So anyway, friends, thank you so much, and we will see you next time. Please click like and subscribe and join us on the journey into crypto and for the next bull market 2024, 2025. If you have not done so already, would love to have you with us. Take care.